Marshall Field in South Philly. It's the second of our 2 games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Hurts completing this one quickly. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
2nd down and 4. Throwing is Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To the air goes Daniels. Flushed out right. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Eagles kick over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 27 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second and 7. Here's Daniels. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
To throw is Daniels. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Daniels looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 13 yards out. And the Commanders are back within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now Daniels. Flushed out right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. Barkley hit, and the ball pops free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Operating from the gun, Daniels eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Noah Brown from 4 yards out. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff, Barkley running left. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
This a 2nd and 8.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 43 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Strong running at the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
To Barkley on the check down. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Daniels. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
63.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Good. Check.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 28-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Look at the spin. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to strike.